All praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders, that great millstone that roll well, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. I wanted to get into a few updates on the atrocities that are being committed on the Palestinians by the so-called Israelis, who are being revealed to be fucking imposters that are not the real Jews and not the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but they stole the identity of the true Israelites. They stole the heritage of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, who the world perceives as, but they are the true Israelites, okay? And it's being exposed that these people come from the nation of Esau, Edom in the scriptures, which are the modern day so-called fucking Caucasians, the so-called white man, all right, come from the tribe of Amalek of the nation of Edom, among the most despised people on the planet, and most importantly, hated by the Heavenly Father, okay? The nation to whom the Most High has indignation forever. And with that, through that, Esau, Edom, when you go into the scriptures, they're the sword of the Lord. He's known as the hammer of the whole earth, as the slayer, okay? And in his proper fashion, according to his characteristics, he's destroying those people over there, okay? He's laying them to waste. He's doing what he does best, is to kill, okay, in the various manners that he has in his history. And it's an easy way so you could reconcile, so you can make the determination on who those people are. You look at their track record, okay, even going back to fucking Cain, all right, if you will, the pre-incarnation of Esau, and you look at what people modern day are the most violent, bloodthirsty barbarians, okay, that, on the planet, and you see who takes the cake by a landslide, all right? And it's the so-called fucking white man. And right in his proper fashion, he's bombing the shit out of these fucking people, man. All right? He's destroying them, killing indiscriminately over there. And so we're going to go into some of this shit because he's garnering a lot of hatred from the world. All right? There's a lot of outcry and concern and actually action being taken by these other nations to pretty much oppose and come against these acts of barbarity, all right, the fucking savagery that he's committing, all right? And that's according to prophecy as well, that the nations would start to fucking hate these people. And with that, it would first come the exposure to find out who the fuck they are, because you find out who someone is not only by somebody, you know, pretty much revealing them, okay, with receipts and all that, but you also see by how they act, okay? You can tell a motherfucker, you can tell what type of motherfucker someone is by what they do, by their actions. It pretty much says more than anything, okay? So first the revelation of these people was prophesied to come, and then the turn up of the hatred, which is what we're seeing currently. This update is particularly poignant because it brings out the concern and opposition, disapproval that all these nations are having against the U.S., the Great Babylon, for its backing of the state of Israel, which we see according to prophecy as well, okay? that the nations would start to hate that uh, that alliance, and eventually burn it with fire, burn both those fucking the state of Israel and the Great Babylon with fucking fire. Okay, and going back to the actions that are being taken against this alliance, we see for months now, for an entire year, the entire year since this has been going down, right? October 7, 2023, these nations have been refusing different orders for military equipment, these different purchases that Israel's, the state of Israel have been attempting to make, um, certain German and Swiss, um, French, whatever it may be, these different nations, um, military equipment, okay? Missiles, fucking ammunition, all kind of other weapons of war, okay? Amongst other sanctions and measures that are being taken against these fucking, the Great Babylon and the state of Israel, okay? So let's jump into this update. It says Israeli strikes kill 143 across Gaza, more than 77 in Lebanon. Civilian death toll continues to mount as Israeli airstrikes pound the Gaza Strip and cities, towns across Lebanon. And that was an update from 23 hours ago. Let's jump into this real quick. Scope some of these updates. And this just to show the constant bombardment that they're performing upon these people, okay? It says another strike killed 19 in Lebanon, in the Baalbek region, okay? You have a strike bombing in Gaza's Beit Lahia that killed 93, all right, including 25 children. It says another that killed 19, or Slakia, that was the one we had just mentioned, yep. All right. Fucking war crimes. The barbarism of Esau, Edom, okay? These heinous crimes, what they call inhumanity against man. It says, Slovakia. Israeli attack on northern Gaza kills 109, 15 in southern Lebanon. That from October 29th, fucking yesterday. See? So this is an example of the wickedness in war, specifically how, there's certain rules, okay, rules of engagement as it pertains to military conflict, okay, to not target fucking civilians, to not target fucking children, women, elderly and shit, but those are the ones that he doesn't have a problem wiping out whole groups of civilians just to knock off a few, fighting men. This is from Al Jazeera as well. Palestinians starving to death in northern Gaza due to Israeli siege. This is more tactics of Esau, Edom. Okay, this is how we know through these characteristics of Esau, Edom in the scriptures, and seeing how he gets down is the way that it reveals who they are current day, okay? And Esau, this is a play out of his playbook, is siege warfare, okay, to starve people out, to restrict the flow and the transport of goods, supplies, and food, Okay, Oxfam officials tell Al Jazeera Israel is using starvation as a weapon in its genocide against the Palestinians. Okay, this is a straight up war crimes, man. To where we're gonna get into it. The International Court of Justice, which is also known as the fucking World Court, is having proceedings about this. Okay, South Africa's legal team says intent is clear in Israel's Gaza genocide. Lawyers submit hundreds of pages of evidence to meet Monday ICJ deadline to prove on paper that Israel is guilty of genocide in Gaza. See, they're calling it a fucking genocide because I believe the death toll's up near 40-something thousand. Let's go ahead and grab and see if we can get that. Slovakia. At least 43,163 people have been killed and 101,510, and that's only in a year. Okay? So they're declaring it a genocide. And these nations are fucking gonna take action. Okay? Eventually, this is gonna escalate. Let's go back to that. These ICJ proceedings. It says, while South African legal researchers were in an undisclosed location last week, racing against time to finalize hundreds of pages of evidence proving Israel's intent to commit genocide in Gaza. In Israel, leaders gathering near the Gaza border were calling for the besieged and bombarded strip to be emptied of Palestinians. Okay, and this, the World Court, the ICJ, is one of the 6 organs of the United Nations. Okay, it's the only court that pretty much can make formal judgments and rulings on disputes between nations. Okay. And the formal assessment is that these so-called fucking Israelis are guilty of war crimes, man. Well, let's jump into this to show that these other nations are starting to put the Great Babylon and Israel, the state of Israel, together to say, wait a minute, who is backing this conflict, so to speak? Who is backing this Israeli aggression? Okay. And seeing that the U.S. in providing aid, I think the latest report came out October 7th, $20 billion in military aid was sent to Israel in the last batch. Okay. So wait a minute. The U.S. is providing them with the military equipment that's destroying the fucking people. So no, they're just as fucking guilty. And that's straight up in accordance with prophecy. And it's not just Iran that's bringing this out. But you have this statement. It says, U.S. complicit in Israeli aggression. This is straight out of the scriptures, man. Iran's a UN envoy. Amir Saeed Iravani has told the UN's Security Council that the U.S. government is complicit in Israeli aggression and will bear its consequences. Okay, and we're going to get it and show that both these nations are going to get fucked up. See how spiritual that statement is. Well, let's jump into it in Jeremiah 50. Down at the bottom, it's in 45. It says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Okay. And who is that? Who is being drawn out? The the nations for war. Okay. These other nations. And what happens for a nation to declare war on you? Okay. There obviously that hatred level has to be there. Okay. That aversion, that opposition against, you know, this certain military and governmental purposes, okay, political purposes, and then they'll eventually, right, that war will be somewhat conventional in the form of tanks and jets, okay, other conventional modern warfare, and then it's going to escalate into a thermonuclear warfare, okay? But check it, it says, surely the least of the flock is in reference to those fucking Amalekites, man, to the state of Israel. It says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Okay, and it goes into how that land is going to become desolate. All right. Let's go up a few so you could see. This sword, right? In verse 35, a sword is upon the Chaldeans, as saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. Okay. Check it out in verse 39. Therefore the wild beasts of the desert and the wild beasts of the island shall dwell there, and the owl shall dwell therein. So this is the example of the desolation that it's speaking of, making their habitations desolate with them. What kind of extent is that going to be at? And let me clarify, I just mentioned about that conventional warfare. That's going to be fought over there in the valley of Yehoshaphat. Okay. That's where the that World War III, the conventional form of it, is going to be fought. But then the end of World War III, it's going to be in multiple places because of all the places, the locations, and the targets where the missiles are going to be touching down. Okay. So check it. When you read these scriptures that talk about these desert creatures that are going to be dwelling in Babylon, in the great Babylon, that shows you that no people can dwell there. Nobody's there. It's okay. It says the owl shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever. Okay. So we know that's not ancient Babylon. Okay. Or if you will, Neo-Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar's empire. All right, this is modern day Great Babylon, fucking America. It says, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, as the Mosai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith Yahweh, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Okay, see? Let's go into this. Jeremiah 49 and 10, it says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay? So Esau is being fucking exposed first. Okay? When you go into his secret places, it's the place that he doesn't want you to see. Okay? It's usually where he's done his dirt. All right? All the rape, robbery, and murder that he's guilty of. Okay, he's the biggest thief that the world has ever seen. So he's stolen everything. Okay, not just actual possessions, but people. Fucking, like it says, fucking souls. Soul snatcher. No, Salakia. Um, he traffics people. He's the biggest trafficker. Okay. He'll straight up steal your fucking identity. Okay, that's what they said. They're also known as the name stealers. All right. Um, he's a sorcerer and heavy into fucking witchcraft and the dark arts and all that shit, the left side shit. Okay, all of his secret places are being fucking uncovered. That what he's got the most insatiable bloodlust that the world has ever seen. Okay, he's not satisfied with blood. It's not blood. Um, no amount of blood is enough to him. And Lord will, I get into a segment on it, how when this devil came over here to America, how he just went on hunting expeditions just to kill, not even for, the resources that the wild animals brought to you. Okay, he just went on. You're gonna see some of the volume and the capacity of just, pretty much a slaughtering campaign that he went on when he came here. It's madness, man. Some truly wicked, evil shit. All right, it says, Khan, Slovakia. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay? Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, behold, those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup of assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shalt altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all of the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. Okay. Here it is. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. Here's the point in 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. All right, you're seeing a lot of hatred and loathing that is being stirred up against Esau, Edom, okay, the so-called white man. I believe they called him the Great Satan in the Middle East, okay, in the so-called Middle East. They call him, in Africa, the blue-eyed devil, all these terms that they have for this, for the devil the Bible speaks of, okay? If you will, the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan. And if you will, spiritual demon Satan is better than this fucking piece of shit, okay? He's more in alignment, if you will. And this guy's in alignment too, but still, he's just a more vile creature than even the spiritual demon Satan, man. Okay? Let's check it out. And also for the Great Babylon, though. Okay, because this is his chief abode. All right? The capital of E, if you will. All right? This place is fucking guilty of war crimes of itself. Okay? Some of the worst the world has ever seen. when you go into what was done here in the New World during colonization and the transatlantic slave trade. You kidding? Okay. That was the real genocide. Okay. It says, thy terribleness hath deceived thee. So, wait, but let me go back in that 15. It says, despised among men. That's what we're seeing, all this fucking hatred that's being stirred up against the great Babylon. You know, Esau, Edom, and fucking America, man. It says, thy terribleness has deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart. Okay, you're terrible, man. The king of terrors made you the way you are. Let's grab that. And, oh, the terribleness hath deceived thee. Jeremiah 49 and 16. In the Blue Letter Bible, that word terribleness, thy terribleness. Okay. Strong's H8606. It's Thapala Tazath. All right. Thapala Tazath. And it means a shuddering or a horror. Yeah, Khan, you had all the nations fucking shuddering. Okay. You had the nations fucking quivering in their boots, so to speak. Okay, but guess what? It was the Most High that granted you that fucking power. So really, the terror belongs to the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the King of Terrors, man. The great, terrible power that the nations refer to our Heavenly Father as. Okay. He's the one that's to be feared. And that was Esau's fucking pride into thinking that was him. It says, oh, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the height of the cliff, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I'll bring thee down from thence, saith the Al-Bashir Yahushai. And this man, he held the height of the hill that the Most High gave him, the promotion that cometh from the Most High, and he gave him the world. He's got the world in his hand, man. It says, also Edom shall be a desolation. And we just read that, right? Jeremiah 50 and 45. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Why? Because it's going to be a fucking lava pit. You know, it's going to be goddamn, Salakia. What is that spot in Star Wars, that lava planet? Salakia, I can't even fucking think of that shit. Goddamn Mustafar, okay? But worse. Slovakia. Let's jump back into that Jeremiah 49. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Yahweh, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is the chosen man that I may appoint over her? Or who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that he hath taken against Edom and his purposes. All right, so everything that's unfolding are the purposes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It says that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay? And when you go into this, this is the Great Babylon, right? That it clearly showed in Jeremiah 50 and 45 the counsel of Yahweh that he had taken against Babylon. Okay? So that's the Great Babylon, America. And we clarified that it's not Neo-Babylon or Ancient Babylon. Okay? Because that place didn't receive this type of judgment that we went and clarified. It's going into that that uninhabitable landmass that this empire would be reduced to. We know that those Babylons were not destroyed in that fashion. Okay, and then right here, it pretty much mentions the same thing. Okay. The least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock being state of Israel, the fucking tribe of Amalek that are falsely occupying the land, the Holy Land. Okay? And let's finish off with this. This is fucking juicy, the whole thing. All right. Or Salakia, let's go a little bit deeper into this. It says, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. Okay, showing you what type of desolation that these habitations are going to receive. Okay, for the earth to move, and these things, they're groundbreaking. Okay, and Salakia, I believe that's the name of one of the Medes missiles. Okay, that's one of the names of the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, the so-called Russians. Okay, that's what one of the names of one of their missiles is the Avant-Garde, which pretty much means groundbreaking. Okay, because avant-garde is like something that's fucking something that's like not necessarily chic, but it's like, you know, it's new and improved and type shit. You know, the first of its kind. It's motherfucking groundbreaking. Okay. This is gonna like pretty much saying this is the new tech. All right, and it is because that shit is a hypersonic missile. All right. It says, behold, he shall come up and fly as an eagle and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day he shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. All right, and Salakia, that's going into Yahweh Shai, right? Was it Isaiah 63? Who is this that cometh from with dyed garments from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? Okay. Finishing off in Isaiah 14. All right. Salakia. Is this it? Yep. Going into this. Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? See, the nations have been dealt treacherously. Esau has dealt treacherously with the nations, and the great Babylon has dealt treacherously with even other Edomite nations. Okay, but let me just get this conclusion here, because it all goes back to the counsel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, all this is super fucking poignant. Okay, but we're just gonna hit this conclusion. Here it is, verse 24, okay? We're going to go 24 and 26, all right? Yahweh of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. This is according to the mind of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Going back to that statement, if you want to really get into it, we're just along for the motherfucking ride, okay? He is orchestrating all of this. We have nothing to do but to go according to his will, all right? Nobody can resist his will any fucking way. We're truly along for the ride in Yahushai's program, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's program. Surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. Okay. I will break we'll go in 25 as well, because the modern day Assyrian is Esau Edom. I will break the Assyrian in my land and upon my mountains. Tread him underfoot, then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth. And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all nations, okay? Because all nations are subject to the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all of his creation, all right? This is his purpose. So with that, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kadash. This shows you how close we are, all right, to this all-out global conflict that's going to escalate in the nations, burning the fucking whore, the Great Babylon, with fire, as well as its ally, its primary ally in this thing to the end, fucking state of Israel, all right?